your girl Janelle, and you are tuned into the Creatives Corner. I'm here with Sunni Smilez. She's a singer, she's a songwriter, she's a vocal coach. She's just about everything around the sun, and I love her energy. She is a great person. So I wanted to bring her on to
You're a great person.
Okay, thank you. I wanted to bring her on just to talk to you guys and share her information and just, sit back and talk, and just do something positive during this quarantine. So we have Miss Sunni. How are you doing today?
I feel amazing. That's actually my answer every day. It's like a mantra. Even if I'm not feeling the best, I'm still going to say that so I can speak it into existence. But I actually am feeling amazing.
Awesome. Look, at this day and age right now, any form of like great feeling or positivity, when I have a good day, oh my goodness, I want the world to know, because it's so hard nowadays. So
I know.
take all that energy. Look, I want some of that energy right now. So, Miss Sunni Smilez, please tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, you have a bio for days, and it's so full packed with information. So just tell us something about yourself, something you would want the audience to know, your journey, how you got started, and things like that.
I like to think that I'm a hopeless romantic, so I have a lot of love songs. But I also really, really, really like to help people. So I feel like I write music with the intention to relate to people and help them in the best way that I can. And since I'm a writer, it's just through music. So I want to help people feel good about themselves, feel loved, feel empowered, know that it's okay after a breakup, know that feeling upset about a breakup, that's okay too, girl. It's a part of the process.
Hello.
So yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, how did you get started? Like, how did Sunni Smilez come about?
Well, I've been singing since the 2nd grade, but if I would say I've been singing professionally since I was 16, and I started off in a girl group. And I was in a group for about 3 years, and then I kind of just branched off and started doing my own thing, solo, as some would say, and I think this is what fits me best.
Right. That's decent, a girl group. Like,
yes.
I feel like everybody at that time, like, if you had to be in a girl group or a guy group, it was that go-to, like, B5, B2K.
Yeah.
What was the name of your girl group?
Oh my God, girl. Okay. Originally, it was Excidian. That was the initial girl group. And then, groups, they break up, you add members, subtract members. So after Excidian, then the name changed because it was a different set of girls, and it changed to Paper Dolls. And then it became another set of girls, but still with some of the original members. And then the last and final name was Dylan.
Yes, and then from your bio, it said that y'all did a lot. I worked with a lot of people.
Yeah, so we were partnered with Rock Nation Songwriters, and they actually wrote our complete album. We recorded it and everything, but as girl groups do, we broke up, and so it never got released or anything like that. But it was definitely a journey, and I still have those contacts. I've learned so much from them. We still communicate. So networking. People out there, it's important. Keep those contacts in your back pocket, even if the journey didn't go the way that you planned.
Hello. I think that's really important too, because networking is key in this industry. I was talking to a couple of people, actors as well as producers. Networking is key, and even if things don't work out like you said, to always keep them in the back of your pocket. Keep a positive connection. Even if somebody has done you wrong in the past, it's just keeping that connection, because you never know when you can be a service to them as well as them being a service to you, and that's what the industry is about.
No doubt.
So you said you were in a girl group. I always wanted to be the girl group growing up. So
really?
Yeah. What? I used to watch Cheetah Girls and everybody.
Wait, Cheetah Girls is my favorite. That's literally, I wanted to be a Cheetah Girl so bad. I swear if I was just a little older, they would have chosen me over Raven Simone. And I love Raven. But I swear, if I was a little older at that time, and I auditioned, I would have had that spot. I'm telling you, I always wanted to be a
We
cheetah girl.
all wanted to be a cheetah girl. Okay, who was your cheetah girl? Like, who did you love?
So I'm very indecisive. So main days, I would say all of Raven's lines and sing her parts. But other times, even though I'm not Puerto Rican, I was Chuchi all the way 100%.
I feel like I love Raven the most just because she was everything I wanted to be as an aspiring actress.
No,
I can't say like that, but you know, in my head, I was
It was there. It was there.
all the way
in the shower, girl.
I was killing it in the shower. Okay, so I can say I was Raven character. But the older I got, the more I started to relate to like the Dorinda's character, because it was just like back then you really don't know, but you grow up, you was like, yo, she worked hard for her spot.
She definitely worked hard. And I feel like I always respected her character. And I actually started off as a dancer. I probably should have said that. So I started off as a dancer first. I was in dance school since the age of 3. So I was dancing before I was singing. Singing was actually very dead last. I was singing, then acting. No, I'm sorry. Dancing, acting, and then singing. And I kind of rode with the singing. But I can relate to her 100%. She actually could dance for a white girl. Let's put that in there. For a white girl.
She killed it. Like, I was a dancer too. I was a part of a group called The Shay. When I was younger, we did ballet, tap, jazz, African, all that.
Yes.
What kind of genre of dance or a form of dance did you do?
So my first form was tap, and then I started jazz, and then ballet, then hip hop, and then the very last one was Afro. So I did 5 altogether. At some point, I was doing all 5 altogether, but in the beginning, it was kind of like gradual. Like I would build on one and then build on another, but in total, 5.
So basically, right now, what you're saying is you're a triple threat.
Your words.
You know, you're a singer, and then you were active first, and now this dancing thing came out of the blue. Okay.
That's so
funny. You know, you guys, Sunny is a triple threat. Just leave it there. And even in your bio, it says that you performed at the Apollo.
Yes, that was an experience because I know that you know how we are. We get engaged in shows that we like. And that was the show that I would always watch and see them rubbing the little shrimp and see them get booed off stage. If I'm being honest,
I've seen it.
I was a little paranoid knowing that I used to watch people get booed off stage. I'm like, what if they boo me? And then, you know, I'm a person that gives themselves pep talks. You know, like Issa Rae when she's rapping in the mirror. My version of that is giving myself a pep talk in the mirror. And I'm like, no, Sunny, you got this. They're not gonna boo you, girl. You got this. I did not get booed.
Good.
Did not get booed, but no, it was definitely fun.
Was it just a one-time experience, or was it like a competition, or what? How?
It was a competition, and there were 3 rounds, and I advanced 2 out of 3 rounds. Thank you. I met some dope people actually in that process, like other creatives, and I keep in contact with them, like, again, networking. But yeah, fun experience. Even, I will honestly say, even the people like in charge and then like of the show itself, they were very, very kind, very nice. And you know, I won a little bit of money. Let's put that in there. Wow. That's always a plus. Thank you.
It's always good when it's fun when you get to do something you love, but when you get to make it a living, when you get to make that dough, that guap, that moolah,
that's the goal. I honestly believe that is the goal for every creative. That's the goal for every creative. Just make money by being yourself and doing what you love. That's another one of my mantras that I write and like to say every day.
Exactly. It's important. I believe, and I mean, and this pandemic is definitely making it hard to do so for some.
I know.
But to be able to do something that you love and do it for the rest of your life and then make money and live comfortably off of that, that's the overall objective of, I believe, of every creator, no matter what.
Yes, 100%. Painters, sculptors, poets, musicians, you know what I mean? Comedians. Everyone just wants to literally be themselves and make money being themselves. Like, you just want to be blissful and, you know.
Yeah, I know. I definitely know. Because this pandemic is hitting a girl hard, okay, with all my good earnings.
People are getting so crafty though with these Zoom concerts and charging people before they give the password to the Zoom. And
Mhm.
I'm telling you, times make people get really crafty and creative. Like, okay, how can I still have a platform and still make money, but see people when I can't go outside? What do? We
Right.
go to Zoom. We go to
But
IG Live. We go
you
to.
are a vocal coach, but if to my understanding, you're doing virtual, like
Oh,
Zoom.
100%. The grind does not stop over here, honey. It does not stop. So just like you and I are talking, the only thing that we don't do, which I am a little sad about, but we've talked about this, we meditate in all of my lessons, but we can't do that really over Zoom because I play the music in office. So we haven't been meditating. They seem to be doing well without the meditation, but that is how we break the ice and start on a calm note and de-stress all of the artists when they come. We meditate for 5 minutes. So I am missing that piece. Other than that, the game does not stop.
Right.
We have lessons.
How did you get into vocal coaching, or when did it start? What made you decide to venture into vocal coaching?
That's the funny thing. I never even pictured myself being a vocal coach. It was never an aspiration of mine. People were requesting it. And if I'm being very honest, I told them no for 2 years straight. Like I was sending people to my vocal coach. I was like, I'm not a coach. I'm just an artist. If you need a coach, hit up Nate. And then after a while, I was just like, okay, let me just experiment. I will teach one student. And if I really truly see progress in this one person, then I will be confident teaching other people. And when I saw the growth, I was like, okay, girl, you've been playing yourself. Let's turn this into a hustle, a business. And I tell people now, like when people tell me like, oh, people keep asking me to do their hair, people keep asking me to do their makeup, I'm like, when they're demanding it, when there's a demand for it, don't turn that away. Like that's a sign. And I didn't even know I was ignoring this sign the whole time that this was for me, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it gets like that because sometimes our calling and what our for me, what God called me to be is totally different. And sometimes we don't ignore it, but we don't realize that it is a sign.
Yeah.
So I know for me, for photography, I've been doing photography for about 2-3 years now. And
I love your work.
Thank
Check
you.
out the work if you haven't already.
Look, and we gotta work. If it wasn't for this pandemic,
100%.
you'd have already been on my list. I had a setup of people that I was going to utilize in April and May, but all things happen for a reason. But with photography, I was doing it in high school, and I just did it because I liked it. I
didn't know that.
Nobody has seen none of those pictures. I used to go to concerts and take pictures all the time, and I stopped.
Do you still have them?
I do. I'll share them with you. But I stopped because it was just something I like to do. And then I stopped, and then I partnered with my best friend now, and he had a camera. He was like, just take the camera. And I did an interview with a queen named Kyra Knox. She's the reason I got back into it.
I'm familiar with her. She acts, right?
Yes, and she's a producer full time now. Yeah. But she was like, come
on, Black Girl Magic.
Hello. But she was like, you don't. She was like, I suck at taking pictures, and I was just like, it's not that you suck at taking pictures, it's you don't have a relationship with the photographer. So let me just shoot with you and get you comfortable. And then from there, let's, have you grow. So I feel like with your vocal coaching, sometimes it's not that the person can't sing. It's not that the person doesn't have the will. It's just about being comfortable with somebody to help bring them out or evolve.
100%. 100%.
So I believe like with your vocal coaching, which I will be going to, this voice right here, I was, a little shy about it, but I will be going to you because she's really, really good. And when you're able to find somebody to instruct you, to make you comfortable, to make you feel open, to make you be who you are and not be ashamed of being who you are, that's the type of person you want to gravitate to. So you can usually sense it in their energy and their spirit and how they project themselves, especially through social media. So that's what Sunni does. And her name is literally what it says. It's Sunni. She brings sun. Okay. So she is a great coach. And I just wanted to kudos you on that with vocal.
Thank you.
So have you felt inspired by anybody in your coaching group? Like if somebody, because you can always learn from the people that's learning from you. Have you learned or grabbed something from somebody during your journey as a vocal coach?
So I guess I learned from the people that coach me the most, if I'm being very honest. So one of my vocal coaches had her doctorate in music, and specialized in voice specifically. And, you know, when you have different vocal coaches, you learn different things from different people. And the things that she taught me, I'm just like, I'll give you an example. Not with exercise, but I didn't always have a whistle register. To anyone out there that doesn't know what that term means, the high notes that Mariah Carey sings, those are whistle notes. That's not your falsetto anymore. She has transcended that. She surpassed that. So now she's in her whistle register. And I didn't have that. You don't just, you're not born with that. Like, you have to develop that. And so when I expressed to her, like, what I wanted, what I aspired to be, she gave us exercises, and I'm very determined. So I was just going to keep doing them until I heard the note sound the way that I wanted it to sound. And girl, I was like, wait, that came out of me? I can do this? So to learn, she taught me that you can develop different parts of your voice. So now I have students come to me, they're like, Sunni, I don't have a falsetto. Or Sunni, I don't know how to project. When I sing loud, I feel like I'm screaming. And I'm like, I feel like I'm the perfect coach for you because I've literally been there. I didn't have certain parts of my voice. I didn't even have a falsetto until I was like 20 years old, or maybe 19, 20. Like, I only was able to project and sing loud, and I wanted to be dynamic. I wanted to be able to use all parts of my voice. So when they come to me and they're discouraged because they can only sing one way, I'm like, oh, baby girl, we're going to develop it. Don't even worry about it. It's coming.
Oh, baby, don't even worry about it.
Just bear with me.
No, that's super, like, honestly, that's super dope to be able to create that platform for somebody to grow. For anybody that's out there that's an aspiring singer, I really hate to say aspiring, but
I know, because we want to manifest, you really just have to say, I am. Like,
it's
I am
affirmation.
I am a writer.
Exactly. So anybody that's out there who consider themselves an aspiring singer, or somebody who wants to be that singer, but is having hardships, what advice do you have for somebody like that who just wants to do it but doesn't know how to start?
But doesn't know how to start? You just have to start. Like, you won't get anywhere if you don't press the start button. So even if you feel scared, even if you feel discouraged, even if you feel like you don't have support, you just have to start. And you have to listen to me, people out there. You have to be your biggest fan. You cannot rely on other people to set the fire under your butt. You have to light that fire yourself, and you just have to start. And be consistent once you start. Once you start, just be consistent. And you'll learn as you go. Everyone learns as they go. You're not going to know everything all at once. Just focus on the first step in front of you instead of the whole staircase. And then you'll be good.
Hold up. Say that again. That's a word.
Focus on that first step that's in front of you instead of looking up at the whole staircase, because that's overwhelming. What is the first part? Focus on that. And then you'll get to the next step and the next step. You'll learn as you go. You'll meet people that will teach you new things. But be consistent. Don't stop.
So what is one avenue? Because I know we have social media. So I guess singing on social media, singing on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I have people that'll be like, oh, like, I don't have, let's backtrack a little bit. If you don't have money to record in the studio, you have a phone. I'll tell you, we're on a nice little fancy tripod right now. We have nice little studio lights. When I started, I didn't have that. I would literally, this is no exaggeration, it would take 30 minutes for me to get the phone in the right angle. I would stack up a bunch of books this way. Then I have one book that way. I needed the phone to be in the right angle. So you got to put this behind this, behind this, behind this, behind this. Make it work. You got to be creative. In the beginning, you have to be creative to finesse a little bit, but you'll get there. And then one day you will have a nice little tripod and studio lights, but you don't start with that. And you have to like figure out, okay, where's the best lighting in my house? Where can I set up the books underneath this light? Because this is what makes me look good. No shortcuts. Figure it out.
No, seriously, and you say that like I just got my ring light this week. No, last week. I used to set my books up for auditions.
Yes.
One of the shows that I got on television, I set 5 textbooks up on a dresser. And I had my brightest bulb in my house, and I recorded my self-tape, and it got me on that show. It's really about that consistency that you talk about, and just starting somewhere. You don't have to have much, but if you have something, use that platform, and don't be afraid if somebody don't like what you do. That goes
Yeah.
to be your biggest fan, because you'll put it on social media and you'll be like, oh, it only got 1 like.
Yeah.
Okay. It got 1 million in your head. Because if you have that millionaire mindset, it's
Yep.
you're gonna gain that following. But you
Mm-hmm.
can't get that following from the start. You have to build yourself. So that work ethic is
Mm-hmm.
key in any form of artistry. So
100%. And if I could just add on to that, not
Mhm.
only do you need a work ethic, but you have to have a very healthy mindset. So like the reason that we meditate is because it's a guided meditation. I'm actually giving them affirmations to repeat after me before we start our vocal lessons. And I'm letting, like, we're saying things like, I'm confident, I believe in myself 100%. You cannot send an email, right? And you're asking for an opportunity, but in your mind you think you're not going to get a response back, or in your mind you think you're not going to get that opportunity. If mentally you don't believe in yourself, the physical work that you're doing means nothing, because you're
you're
just
kind
going
of
to get the
jinxing yourself out
outcome.
of it. You're kind of jinxing yourself out of it when you walk into the room and your presence.
Exactly.
Even outside of the pandemic, when you walk into a room and your presence isn't there, you can have all the talent in the world. If your confidence
Mm-hmm.
does not seep through your pores, they can sense it and they know you're not ready.
Mm-hmm.
So preparation is key, but confidence
Yes.
is key. And
Yes.
you talk about in your bio, let's see, I do have it word from word just to make sure I'm saying it right. You talk about perseverance and you talk about strength. Can you tell us a time when you had to persevere through an obstacle that you've had, or a time that you had to remain strong?
I can give so many. Don't we all have so many stories?
But for them, because people can relate to other people, so we may think it's something minute
Yeah.
to us and it's something so big to somebody
Yeah.
else. I just wanted you to share a moment that you feel like you persevered and you were resilient over something that you battled with in your artistry or in life.
Right. So I feel like I had so many restarts. So when the group broke up, all of my content, all of my videos were with other people. So now I'm a solo artist. Now I have to figure out, what am I singing on my own? How do I sound by myself? No one's harmonizing with me. I'm used to people harmonizing with me. I'm used to people doing the parts that I can't sing. It was a group. Now I'm having to think, okay, now I'm restarting. Now it's just videos with you. How does your voice sound by itself? And then I had to restart again because, like we talked about the Apollo, I didn't know I was pregnant when I was at the Apollo. I found out, this is no joke, and I laugh about this now, but I was not laughing. I found out the day after I realized I was going to the next round that I was pregnant when I was singing on stage.
Wow.
So now that was bothering me in my head. I'm like, wait, but I'm pregnant. Like, can I sing pregnant? I'm like, girl, you just sang pregnant yesterday, but can I do it again? Like, that was psyching me out. And I'm like, to me, that was like a milestone, like making it to the Apollo. And now I'm pregnant. And so now I have to take a break after this milestone instead of continuing with the momentum on being on a platform like this. Now I have a baby in the oven and I got to start all over again. But start over again. And don't listen to people, because I will tell you, I have people saying, well, now you're pregnant, so your singing career is over. A lot of people told me that. And if I didn't have my own mindset and I would have just listened to them, I would have never released my first single because that hadn't happened yet. I would have never been on TV twice singing my own first single because that hadn't happened yet. Don't listen to people. Your inner voice is so powerful and it's always right. And anytime you don't listen to your intuition, you're going to make the wrong decision. But yeah, I had to start over twice.
Even with having a son. And that's a lot of people, because we live in a day and age where like things happen. And I feel like we feel when we're younger, life is over.
Yeah.
And it's not, it's just beginning, and that restarting is really important, or realizing that it's time to restart is very important. But you're doing all of this as a mom, and you are killing it as a mom. And how old is your child now?
He is 2 now, but he'll be 3 in June, so he'll be 3 soon.
Three, about to be 3. So that means you've been kicking butt for 3 years. So this is really good for those. Oh, I'm showing my ashy hands. This is really good for those who are mothers, are new mothers, and they have all of these dreams and aspirations in life, and they feel like because they have a child that everything has to just stop. When in reality, you can take your child and bring them as inspiration. Basically, your child is inspiration to keep going, and in this inspiration to actually reach your goal, because now you have somebody with you cheering you on. You just got a new fan, basically. So it's not a hindrance, it's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing So for all the mothers out there who are trying to
Mm-hmm.
be singers and trying to
Yeah.
be actors and poets and all that good stuff, a child does not hinder you.
No.
A child basically is somebody who's coming along for the ride to your success.
Mm-hmm.
I guess a question for me is, how much have your son been an inspiration or influence in your life to keep going? Because I know sometimes it can get hard as a mother, and I can't speak for that because I'm not. So the mothers out there, can you explain like your experience in these past 2.5 years to 3 years? Basically,
I can. So when he was an infant, this is a tip to mothers. When they take their nap, that's when you grind. So like you're asleep, now I'm recording a video. And then when I hear you wake up, okay, now I'm back in mommy mode. You want to take a nap again? Okay, now I'm rehearsing a song. Now I'm writing a song. Now I'm recording something on GarageBand before I go to the studio. Like, find avenues. Excuses are that's what they are. They're excuses. But the baby is not up all day long. And if you want it as bad as you say you do, those 30-minute naps, hour naps, shoot, if you're lucky, 2-hour naps, get stuff done. Get stuff done. And also, I want to say that when you become a mom, society makes you think that that is the only thing that you are. We are dimensional. We are mothers, wives, but most importantly, we are ourselves.
mm-hmm.
And you need time for self-love and self-care and to nurture yourself. And your career is a part of nurturing yourself. So don't let anybody make you think that you're selfish for wanting something for yourself. Because when that baby grows up, they're going to want something for themselves as well. It's all about balance, being harmoniously balanced. Career, family, source energy, and you.
Mm-hmm.
You need all of them.
Do you see your son ever following in your footsteps? Does he have the singing gene like you?
Makai has been singing since he was like 1 year old. And I'm not even just saying that because I'm a vocal coach, but he can like legit sing. Like right now we're doing online lessons. So he'll hear me like doing like vocal warm-ups and I'll hear him in the background like repeat it the same way that I did it, but like on key, like pitch perfect on key. And I'm like, you're two. I have videos of him like playing with the keyboard, but like the song sounds like a legit song. And I'm just like, am I bugging? Like, is this in my mind? That's why I record everything because I'm like, am I bugging? Now, in no way, because I've seen this, I will never pressure him to be a musician or a singer or anything like that, but it's definitely already in him. Like, I see it already. But whatever he wants to do, he can do. He's a toddler. They're into a lot of stuff. He likes drums. He likes balls, footballs, music. Whatever he wants to do, I support it. But is he talented already? 100%.
Hey, okay, I see. We about to Mama gonna be big and son gonna be big right along with you. No, but that's amazing. Okay, so we're at, remember I said it was gonna feel like it flew by, right?
Right by.
Time flies by. I just wanted to have this last say from you. If you could give, or if you could leave the audience with one thing or one theme or just one note for somebody who's looking out there and they're looking at you feeling inspired, what's that one thing that you can leave them with?
I want you to love yourself, believe in yourself. I love you. And be consistent with whatever path that you take. Consistently only leaves room for growth. When you stop, you will never know what could have been. And then you'll just wonder what if.
The what ifs. You don't want to live with what ifs because they eat you alive. Especially right now with this pandemic going on. This should really just point people in that direction that life is short. Those 9 to 5s that you have, they will drop you if they need to. So you need to focus on you, your well-being, your health, your mental health, as well as your creative health. Because sometimes when we're creatives, we get so focused on paying the bills that we don't realize our mental and creative health are struggling. So this is the perfect time for you to get into those creative juices and just basically just do it and wholeheartedly and be consistent and persistent and be resilient to anything that goes on, because there is a brighter side to anything that we go
always
just like that sun peeking out right there. You see that?
Isn't it cute? I was trying not to hype it, but it's cute though.
That's her brighter side right there. Okay, so I thank you so much for, just spending your knowledge to the audience and just being transparent and to be open and willing to share your story. I say this all the time. People who are willing to be open, your story is affecting somebody else. And that's so beautiful because they're getting inspired just by listening to something that you went through. So
I believe that because there are people that have inspired me. So I believe that 100%.
hello, yeah, the same. And even if you're in the singing world, but your level of dedication and consistency is something that I really respect you for. And when you get on social media, a lot of stuff is going on social media, but when you see somebody bring light to social media, when you see somebody bring positivity, when you see somebody bring creativity, you just have no choice but to respect and love and support them wholeheartedly. So I respect and I love and support you wholeheartedly within your career. So thank you for being 100% you. Okay.
Thank you.
But before we go out, we got two things.
Okay.
One, every single segment we give the artist a chance to play a game. And we compare towards what they like, or just, within music, film, artistry, and things like that. So for you, we have this or that.
Okay.
So you have to choose between this or that. All right?
Okay.
And you can't choke up. You just gotta go for it.
Oh, like a speed, like a little speed round.
Yes.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm with it.
This or that. Sunny edition. R&B or hip hop?
R&B.
Pop or reggae?
Reggae.
Television or film?
Film.
J-Lo or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Her or Ari Lennox?
Her.
Action or drama?
Drama.
Romance or suspense?
Romance.
House party or Friday?
Friday.
Dream girls or sparkle?
Dream girls.
5 Heartbeats or Temptations?
Temptations.
Musicals or films?
Films.
Live or pre-recorded?
Live.
And if you could be stuck in a room with one of your favorite artists, who would it be? And
Beyonce!
And you gotta say, and your why.
She's my favorite artist. She is just an all-around mogul businesswoman. I respect her mindset. I feel like I try to study what she does, like in the way that she moves about. But I would be a sponge. I would just like look at her, let her talk, ask her a bunch of questions, and I also kind of want her to be my best friend. In my mind, she already is. But yeah, if there's anyone that I just want to be a sponge or a fly on the wall, be stuck in the room with, it's Beyonce. Just don't know. Carter.
Hey, look, she is a beast. So if Beyonce the one you want to be stuck in, you about to tear the roof off. But before we go, I did ask you if you wanted to sing a song.
Sure. Since we were talking about Beyonce, we can just sing a Beyonce.
The audience needs to see how bomb you can sing.
Aww.
Give us a little something. It doesn't have to be too long, but give us a little snippet just to show your, flex a little bit.
Sure. All right, let's see. 'Cause I'm in love with you. You set me free. I can't do this thing called life without you here with me. Dangerously in love with you. I'll never leave, yeah. Loving me the way you're loving me.
Sheesh. When your concert, look, girl, no, seriously, you are amazing. Let me tell you something. That's how I sound in the shower. That's the sound. That's the sound that nobody else can see. That's it right there. That's what I mean when I say I sound good. But please let everybody know where they can follow you at on social media.
Yes, ma'am. You can follow me at SUNNI and then Smiles with a Z. So Sunny with an I and Smiles with a Z on Instagram, Facebook. You can find me on YouTube as well. I have some vlogs on there from when I was on TV. I have some acoustic covers to my single Soaring, which you can find on iTunes. And yeah, I'm Sunny Smiles on everything. My name does not change. Type it in, you'll find it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, audience. I
Thank
hope
you.
took from this as much information as you can. That's what the Creatives Corner is about, to learn, to be open, and to be comfortable, and just
Yes.
open this forum for all creatives. So thank you so much, Sunny, for stopping through.
Oh, thank you for having me. Your hair looks bomb. I want to say that before we finish. Tune into the Creative Corner and watch all of the other dope creatives that she's going to be interviewing, and support my girl.
Yes, yes. So thank you so much. Once again, I'm Janelle, and that is Sunny, and you are tuned into the Creatives Corner. Peace.
Bye.